Hi everyone, my name's Celeseah if you don't already know me, and I would like to just share a brief message with people today, really to bring some upliftment to your day and to your world. I've already shared on my timeline that this morning I woke up with a very physically sick feeling, as did my partner. And as I became aware of what this feeling was, it definitely wasn't mine. It definitely wasn't personal. It was what I felt was a feeling within the collective field. As an empath, I have embraced this journey of feeling the emotions and pain and suffering and wounds of other people and situations throughout the world, and I have come to master that. So what I decided to do is I decided that I was definitely not getting out of bed, and I was going to do whatever was needed to transmute this energy. So I listened to a healing session that one of the fellow light workers, Christoph Melchizedek, had shared with me via email, because he's been doing some work with regard to what has been happening in the US president elections over the last few days. And so I made a commitment to listen to that, as well as, feeling very much into, what tools and techniques that I could use to, assist in a conscious and loving way. So I felt much better, and I've got up now and enjoyed my day. I haven't been online very much. What's interesting is whenever I am online, I tend to be multitasking anyway, and what I felt is very interesting today and yesterday, of course, there wasn't a lot of information coming through my feed on my timeline about the US presidential, and maybe that was because I'd made a choice several weeks ago that I was not really going to lend any energy to it, that my focus had become more focused on what was happening in Standing Rock, and also going inwards as to, how can I up the ante with my own personal mission, to move forward into a collective, loving community, global, worldwide change towards peace and a compassionate world where we are all sovereign and whole. However, there has been a few things that I have seen by other conscious teachers and souls who are sharing in video and also in blogs and things like that, and it's very, very interesting. So I have read some of those, I've listened to some of those, and they've been very uplifting. But what I really want to say is that, for me, it didn't really matter, or it doesn't seem to matter what actually happens out there, especially with those who seem to be in power. And this is the key that I feel is very important, that when things like this happen, it does seem to think that we have no options and we have no choice. So we energetically feel depressed, down, we lose, to me, our own essence and power. And it's not about that. Really and truly, nobody can actually take your power away from you. Nobody can completely control your life if you don't wish it to. You have to be clever, and you have to be smart, and you have to be intelligent, and in a way you have to play the games, these man-made games that are on the earth plane at the moment, which some of us know, we can see the truth behind that, and we are going about our lives in a different way. So I really encourage you to literally find the strength within, to not tap into the fear and the drama, you know, that is around us at the moment. And I do believe it's going to intensify. We must find a way to actually stay in our centre. And I believe this is partly to, you know, some of our meditation practices, being more mindful, doing things that are joyful for us, following our heart, and also connecting with our tribe. It's really important that we start to actually bridge the division that has been going on and that has been orchestrated by these so-called powers that be. They're not powerful. They're just people thinking they, you know, they're working, whatever it is. I'm not even going to go into that. But the thing is that I want you to hold on to is that you have free will. Human beings have free will, and we can choose how we want to live our lives. And I believe that we need to now step in, you know, and step up the ante of taking full responsibility and full accountability for every choice that we are making, whether we are thinking it or whether we are being it. Feel the feelings. The feelings are real, and we must feel those feelings, whether they be sadness, grief, anger, happiness, joy, love, peace, whatever. You must feel these feelings and emotions. They must flow through you to be transmuted. So today, what I was reminded of, I was gifted, I spent a whole week last week doing laughter yoga teacher training. So in our philosophy there, we say that we laugh for no reason, and we make a commitment to laugh every day for 10 to 15 minutes. And I was reminded of that today. You know, laughter lifts the mood. Laughter lifts us from a space of depression, and I know that because, you know, I was diagnosed as being depressive for several years, and I didn't buy into the medication. I soldiered on. I sought the therapy that I needed to, but I have to say that, you know, we can change our mood quite quickly through laughter and through support. So I did a little bit of laughter yoga. I looked at some clips of, you know, babies, to be quite honest, babies laughing, and animals. So they are my passions because they're so innocent and they're so true. And, you know, looking at babies, you just realise that, wow, you know, they're not interested in, you know, who's got in as president or who's got in as, you know, the prime minister. They're so unaware of what is going on, which is they're not really, it doesn't really affect their centre. And when, you know, they do have, you know, anything happen to them, you know, they do recover quite quickly, although I'm not advocating that there isn't trauma in the world, because that is part of the problem. A lot of people who maybe are not feeling able to be empowered and make the choices that they want to make, or wish, you know, have a feeling that they are powerless, is due to the fact that, you know, they are probably in trauma at some level, and don't have the support to be able to empower themselves more. But what I'd like to say is it would be really great to, you know, to try and find the positive in the situations that we face, and find a way, you know, try laughing, you know, look in the mirror and just, you know, fake it till you make it, we say at the beginning. Find the laughter within. Or even if you can't do that, I encourage you to you know, put something on, a romantic comedy or something that makes you laugh. There's plenty out there, but follow your heart and do what brings you joy. Another thing that I noticed was after listening to a friend's video online, I went out of the room. When I came back in, it had gone on to something else on the YouTube, which was music, a really catchy tune. Can't remember what it was, but immediately I just thought, wow, I just want to dance here, and that's what I did. So I had a bit of boogie by myself in my flowery outfit, because I wanted something bright and colourful on as well to lift my mood. And it was brilliant. I really, really, really felt the fire enter my belly, and that's exactly what we need as people today facing the world at the moment. We need to find that fire in our belly, and that will feed our desire to move forward with consciousness and passion, and do things well in a loving and compassionate way. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. So, you know, my advice to you is find some laughter today, and maybe make a commitment to it every day, and maybe have a dance and a boogie if that's your thing, because seriously, I felt my energy move and I feel strong. And yeah, keep the faith, keep the love, and keep strong and true. Loving you. Bye.